Hello, welcome back to my channel. This is my first proper video, and today I will be dyeing my dreads. So right now they are gray with faded out to white. They originally were just like a white blonde, platinum blonde, but they've been dyed slate gray using lunar tides. Well, slate gray is what it's called. I did like a little ombre thing, and I dyed some of them this greenish blue color using Enchanted Forest by Manic Panic. I wanted a dark pine tree type color, but it turned out like that. So for this video, you're going to need some gloves. I have these really thin, crappy ones. So I'm going to be layering them up to help prevent my hands from getting dyed. I'm probably going to... Well, no, for the start I used 2, and then I ended up using 3. There's some Vaseline. This didn't actually help. I tried using it on my hands. We have Arctic Fox's Ritual, which is like a burgundy color. I bought 1 bottle of those, and I got 2 bottles of Manic Panic. I believe it's called Ultraviolet. Yes. 2 of those. And keep in mind, these are being put on pre-dyed dreads already. Like I said, they have Slate Gray by Lunar Tides on them. I can link below the original dreads that I bought. And yes, make sure you wear clothes that you don't mind getting dye on, because I did get dye on my leggings. Luckily, those leggings had holes in them. So anyways, we're gonna screw open the dye. I'm just watching the clip as I narrate. I think most people do that. That's the color. It's like, I kind of made this video look kind of funny. I kind of like turned up the color for the video and the brightness too much, and I didn't really think about it, so it looks a bit off, but I do have some pictures to show as well later on. So we're gonna open up our jars, get them ready. For the Arctic Fox bottle, it was a little bit difficult to get the dye out, so I would recommend possibly dumping it into a bowl first. And also you can see how much you really have and all that, because I didn't have enough for all of my dreads. All of this combined actually was not enough for all of my dreads. I think I had just like 5 left over or something. I can't remember how many I did actually end up dyeing. Maybe if I can, if anybody wants to know, I can leave it in the comments. Yeah, what I'm doing though is, because the last time I dyed the dreads, the green ones I dyed the last time, I didn't use, no, I did use gloves, but I used 1 and they broke and they bled through. So like, use proper hair, like hair gloves from the hair shop. These are from like Canadian Tire, like these are shitty whatevers. So first I had 2 gloves on to try to help with this. It didn't help. But yeah, here's the process, I guess. So basically you just rub it on. Like, these are wool dreads, I should mention. I might have forgotten to say that. If you have synthetic dreads, you may not be able to dye them, or you'll have to try something different. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not familiar with synthetic dreads. This is the only set of dreads that I own. I am getting some more soon. But basically, to do the ombre, I'm just slapping on the dye. And the thing about wool dreads is, wool soaks things up, right? So it's gonna soak up a lot of dye. So always get more than you need. Again, with the 3 bottles here, I still didn't have enough. Do a little dip dye. Very nice, very nice. And, wool dreads, they, again, they soak up. So they soak up water too, so they will take a long time to dry. But they're hair, so you can dye them, right? You can use regular hair dye on them. It's not, great for them, obviously, but if you want to fuck around, it's whatever. And I'm not like using any kind of a method here. I'm not like measuring where the ombre will start and end. They're not all gonna look the same. It's quite chaotic, but that's just how I do it. I don't really care for it to be super precise. Yeah. So that's the first one, and at first I was iffy about how they were gonna look, because to be honest, I was only doing this because I had this dye lying around. I had the purple dye because I used to have gray hair, and my roots were coming in, and my hair was fading to green. This part is sped up. It might look awkward, because my program is shit. But anyways, I had gray hair, and the roots that I had bleached recently were turning green, so I thought it was a problem with it, like, discoloration. I didn't think it was a part of, or whatever, a fading. It was fading back to blonde. That's why I was doing that. But I didn't know what was going on. So I bought this purple dye, and I was going to leave it in my hair for like a minute and then wash it out and hope that it would kind of like restore the gray, which was a complete mistake. I ended up dyeing my hair, or ended up dyeing my roots purple and my ends were gray. And you can see I did, the glove broke, it got between my fingers. That's kind of where it does break, because I'm running the dreads between my fingers to get the color in. So I did end up, as you can see the ponytails there, I did have 3 gloves, and then I used ponytails to secure them, because they were slipping off my hands a lot. But I did cut out a lot of that, because that's just, you know, you just rub it on the dread. Yeah, there you go, I got on my leggings. And you can see in the corner I did not have enough for all of them, but I have my green ones, and now I've got these purple ones. There's the leftover. Look, actually looks like more than 5. And it's gonna look very mermaid looking. Although I made a discovery at the end of the video that I shall show you when we get there. And we're just gonna fold this over. Now I couldn't film how I wash them, so I'm just gonna have to show you some pictures. My bathroom doesn't really have a place to put a camera, let alone a laptop. And yeah, I had bags under there because I was originally going to use shopping bags, and no, you want a big bag for this, big bag. So, there I am. So there's a picture of what they look like as they were sitting and processing the dye. At first, I was kind of iffy about how it was going to come out. It kind of looks, nah, I don't know. I was just like, you know, I was just doing this for fun, right? Like, I didn't really care that much. I'm getting new ones. Anyways, here's the sink. I took another garbage bag. This is not the same one. Poked a hole in the bottom and fed it through the faucet, as you can see there, so that I wouldn't dye the sink, because I did accidentally dye my shower when I was doing them green. It still has a little bit of dye in the shower. It does come out after a while, but that's what the bathroom looked like. And this actually worked really well. I only had a little bit of stains in there, and they came off really easily, like it was more water stains. And that's how they came out. After I washed them, I shampooed them and I conditioned them, and I just kind of like scrub each one to get the color out. And I included this because they match my jacket, and that was not intentional. As I was washing them, I realized I have a jacket the same colors. So yeah, that is it. They came out like this kind of cool, like purpley blueberry color, and I have these teal ones, and I'll do a video showing how to do Dreadfalls and how to install them in the future. So this is just part 1 of more Dread videos, and there they are dying. I filmed this part before I was finished. But yeah, I think they turned out actually way better than I expected. I think this would make a cool like ombre hair color too, like on its own. But yeah, thanks for watching.